Alright, so who's up first in our game announcements? It will be Vipers Aliens in Roswell. That'll be good. And so all these teams now have playbooks, and it's super fun and super exciting.
It's always nice to see a little more individuality from all the teams overall.
Absolutely. Roswell is the favorites. I didn't fix the Twister's face gens. This reminds me. I don't know what's going on with them.
Am I still you?
You are still me. Identity theft is a real crime, Jim. It affects thousands of families every year.
If you're a fan of light wins or low wins, today is the day for you. 6 of our 7 games will have light wins.
We're in Roswell, which means there's only one stadium to play in, the launch pad.
Here we go.
Who do you guys got winning this?
I think the aliens will be able to pull this off pretty easily.
Hyper upset. It's early in the season. Weird things can happen. And I think it'll be the Vipers.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Who do you think's going to win the coin toss?
Vipers.
Aliens.
Toasty won that bet. Ooh, speaking of, we should have a bet for this game. What do we think? Interceptions below 2.5 or 1.5?
1.5.
All right. Toasty, could you do me a favor and please set that up?
I don't have it open, so it'll probably take me 50 minutes.
I'll do it. I got it. Not a problem at all.
And the aliens start with the ball. I must say, this is a really good color contrast.
It is. I love it.
So far, the Vipers' defense has been shutting down the run.
Espelon has been struggling. The Twisters stopped him, and now the Vipers. I think it's how they built their defense. And they're kind of forcing Grimes, the former Viper quarterback, to throw. And so Chuck Finn is going to punt as the Aliens are at a 3-and-out. I had a chance to catch up with Infidel before this game, and one of the things he was saying is that if they can force the Aliens into a shootout, they are confident they can at least keep the game competitive.
Well, if that happens, good for them.
And Mullins is sacked by David Vent.
Yeah, they're going to have to do better on offense if they want that shootout.
Mullins avoids the sack and finds Arnold. He gains a yard or two. Exactly one. Mullins has time, bombs it deep, and Tabatabai is in for the touchdown. What a play!
Now we'll see if the aliens can answer back.
What a play from Mullins. Oh my god.
Vipers take the lead, but with the aliens, who knows how long that lasts.
Yes, the kickers are stupidly strong. And no two kickers are stronger than the two in this game. Felix Steptoe and Chuck Finn. Do you know Chuck Finn is our oldest kicker still playing?
He's S3, right?
I think he's S2.
He's the Vinatieri of the league. Well, now he's retired, but yeah.
I knew what you meant. Grimes back to pass. He says, if the Vipers can do it, so can I. And that one's going to be deflected. So that's going to bring up 4th and 8. The Vipers have now been struck out twice.
This
Not the
cannot be a
Vipers, the
bad start
Aliens.
for the Vipers. Yeah, this is a great start for the Vipers so far.
Yeah.
But still early.
I mean, one of the things I always say whenever the Vipers play the Aliens, if there's ever a team that the Vipers circle and decide they're going to play godlike, it's against Roswell at Roswell, as Bluth is going to get the tackle for a loss.
Neither run game's really been much so far.
Neither of them have been very heavy on the run. In fact, outside of that one pass from Grimes, neither of them have really done anything in the air either. That's Billy Bob Booker Thompson. He's going to get a short game, but Steptoe is going to boot this.
He has a lot of room there.
And Rambo is going to get stopped at about the 23. Ritu, I think you have to talk that up with... How that? Ooh, is Twitch lagging for people? Or is it my stream?
I'm not sure.
It isn't lagging on my side.
Okay. I just... And
4D chess says it's not lagging.
Anton Grimes has been 1 for 6 for 2 yards. This is not a good start for him, as Espelone will catch that and get 9.
So close, but yet so far.
And Chuck Finn's going to boot it. That Espelone catch was the longest catch for the Aliens thus far.
I mean, it's hard to beat that. That was a really far one.
Yeah, for 9 yards.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
thinking of the Vipers.
Yeah, no, the Vipers one was actually long. As we hit the second quarter. And on timing-wise, we're looking good. Still a little slower than our old, but that's okay. It's going to be as close as it is as Arnold rushes forward, making this 3rd and inches. Alright, so do you run it here with Arnold, or do you try to bomb it as there is a quick offsides? They pass it to Chess. They're going to decline the penalty as that's going to get them a couple more yards. And Omaha gets a 1st down. You know what's crazy? Despite the score being 7-0, this is our first down of the night.
That is interesting.
Make it 2 as Taba Tabai.
Both teams have really been trying to hit the home run and not focus on living for the next down.
Yep. As Henriksen's going to get
like
that.
play was living for the next down. You know, get a good 4 yards first down. That's more the way I think the team should focus this game.
Yeah, the Vipers all of a sudden have started playing a little more conservatively.
Though maybe a little too much that last play, but
You don't want to get a pick here. Because you could bring out Steptoe, and Steptoe can make it a 2-score game. Which he's going to try and do right here. Mullins is 7 for 8 for 119 yards. Kick is up and good. Omaha takes a 10-0 lead against Roswell.
That was a beautiful kick right there. If we had the Canadian Football League rules, imagine how many extra 1 points would be through kickoffs going through the...
Oh, absolutely. As Salami Lid flies forward. Block. Never doubt the infidel Vipers against the aliens. That's good.
The the Aliens, I still believe in them. I think they still can, even though I
Oh,
picked the Vipers to win, they still can do it.
Maverick Twinkletoes is credited with that TFL. And Salami Lid saves that play from being what should have been a pick. It was a great play by the Vipers defense. They got the hit on the quarterback. They got to him in time. It's just, they were in the right spot to intercept, and Lid just did Lid things.
That was actually kind of smart
Yeah.
for Bomberman to get out.
Yeah. As Clifford Wilson's going to get that short game.
This is a big third down. You want to at least finish the half with points.
Absolutely. And they're going to bring out Chuck Finn as it's 4th and 4 at the 43. So they're going to try for points from the man, the myth, the Finn. And Chuck Finn's kick is up and good. 55-yarder. He's telling the crowd to make some noise, as he has now put the Aliens on the board. There's still a touchdown down.
If their defense can hold up the rest of the half, at least they can, be one score down going into the second.
Yeah,
Vipers
absolutely.
will get the ball at the half, though.
The Vipers will get the ball. But it's really going to be a question of how quick the Aliens can get through to Mullins, and David Vent does right there for his second sack of the night. He's had two where he's just beaten the OL on the assignment, just gotten through a little faster, as there's a flag here. This is going to be declined, making it 3rd and 30. No, the David Vent sack is wiped away. 2nd and 30. They're going for... You know what? You go for the safety here. You make it a 10-5 game. You play aggressive. And Vent gets Mullins.
I stand corrected.
And
Now, that one is good as it could have gone for the defense right there.
that, absolutely. But now 50 seconds to go. They can get back into Finn and make this a 2-point game. Dust, the hold was not accepted because I think the yardage was identical, but I think they were going for the safety and they wanted 2 attempts at it.
Wait, wouldn't it be accepted because it was still second down? If it wasn't accepted, wouldn't it be third down?
Yeah, that was kind of it. It was only a change of downs. Thank you for the follow. As Radiant's Hand is going to take the lead with less than a minute to go in the half, and it's now 12-10. Fireworks are flying in this game. The Aliens have come alive. How is this the dagger? We still have a whole half.
Yeah. So, it wasn't a dagger, but it was definitely a hit on the Vipers, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Vipers need to come out of this with a little bit more oomph to their game.
Just a minute ago, we were talking about, hey, at least the Roswell could come in half of 3 points. But look at them now.
Yeah, they have rallied, and Vent nearly gets the sack again. Omaha needs an answer for Vent. Mullins is getting obliterated. Watch number 75. Who's the Vipers? OL? Hummus God. The aging offensive lineman is starting to show his age, as Ronan Rambo will get the TFL. And it's going to be a quick punt from Omaha.
Ooh, that's a good punt.
It's a good punt. Where's it going to stop? Is it going to roll? No, it's... Ooh. Touchback with 2 seconds left. Hummus is a bum for real. And that'll end the half. Roswell 12, Omaha 10. 12 unanswered points. A score we never thought we'd see. How did we get here? Well, you see.
I was just rewatching the Scoregami video earlier today, and then first game I watched, safety.
Absolutely. Mullins is going to be met by Vent, and he's just going to throw it away. He says, I'm not taking that sack right here. I'd rather just take the down.
I'm amazed he got that ball out.
You know, Mullins is... he's looking good as a rookie as he throws it to Arnold. As Bluth is going to get the TFL. And Arnold is met this time by Clark Kent, the defensive back. So, I understand the idea of blocking. That one was just the cornerback blitz picking it up. Not really much you can do from the OL's perspective. As Ronan Rambo is going to get to the 26.
This has been such a momentum shift.
It really has. It feels like Omaha started off strong, showing up against their rivals, and then all of a sudden, the wind just came out of their sails.
The low winds.
Yes. Espelon, though, is met behind the line by Billy B. Benson. Barry B. Benson. We were talking about how he didn't do anything. He's got a tackle for a loss.
And that was almost an interception.
Yes.
This
I
seems
know.
like the type of game where the defenses will be for the most part good, but so if you win, it has to be on a really big play like the 2 touchdowns we've had.
Yeah, absolutely. And that one's going to roll in for the touchback. I'm being told that the commentator should be canceled, whoever got that wrong. I believe as commissioner I should shift the blame onto someone. So I'm going to blame Phil. As Botterman will get that.
Wait, what did the broadcaster do?
I called Barry B. Benson Billy B. Benson.
No, Phil did.
Yes, Phil did. Sorry. As Tabatabai again. Huge reception for him. The man is going off. Well, thank you for checking in. And Mullins is met by the jailbreak by Clark Kent.
How many sacks do we think the aliens gotten so far this game?
5, 6,
Right.
7.
DL is no longer good.
They went from field goal range to not field goal range. Mullins just needs a deep bomb and Vent.
Vent, defensive player of the game right here. Forget the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Is the defensive player.
That one's going to be a touchback. Short pass to Warzog. And Espelon is tackled for a loss by Anna Kendrick.
These defensive lines this game, they should both be proud.
Definitely. Grimes deep bomb downfield, and it's incomplete. So Omaha gets out of that going into the fourth quarter. 4's in chat with a punt headed their way, I believe, as it is 4th and 12.
Bring on the 4s. No, we don't want a dagger. We want a 4.
Well, he put a 4 in there, so credit to him. He did both. As Mullins is sacked, David Vent is feasting. I don't know how many he's got.
That's the 4th play in a row they've gone sacked.
And it's the DL. It's not even 57. Should Hummus be forced to retire after this performance? Maybe. And Vent is going to get another safety. That's 2 safeties in this game. Well, we got to 14 points in the wildest way possible.
Yeah. When's the last time you saw 2 safeties by the same team in a game?
I actually know this answer. No. There is one. The opening game of the Super Team Wallabies against the Super Team Rush both teams got one safety, and the Rush got a second safety and still lost.
Wow.
What was it? 2 safeties by the same player.
By the same player, I don't know. But right now, David Vent is making a case for Week 2 Defensive Player of the Week. Needless to
That's
say.
a big first down there because, they're getting time off the clock and they have a 4-point lead. If they can keep doing that, that's going to win them the game.
Grimes short pass and just can't get a good read there.
I don't know who he threw that to.
No one useful.
Maybe he got confused the purple uniforms with the purple field.
I mean, you'd think. Deep bomb from Grimes downfield, salami lid, and that might be the dagger, as it's now a 21-10.
Not yet.
I don't think Finn is going to miss this.
You never know in this league.
That's true, but
If Omaha wants to do something, now is the time.
right. The crazy part is, with 2 touchdowns, they win, but they've got to find an answer for Vent. A short pass to Botterman 4-yard isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they need that type of play like that first, long pass they had.
There's a false start. Now what they need right here is we hit the 2-minute warning. Omaha is running out of time.
One of the users said that Event had 7 sacks last season. He might have maybe equaled that tonight.
And he avoids the vent sack, but just gets obliterated. Toast, the insta sacks were if it was a designed pass play. It's just not if they were a designed run play.
4th down.
Are we going to see a third safety here from the same player? No, we're going to see a turnover on downs.
Omaha has all 3 timeouts, but I don't think there's a point.
And Espolone runs it in for the touchdown. That might be the dirtiest play I've seen all day.
It's only the first game.
Shiny, Vent is having a career day. Like, absurd. Absurdly good.
Yeah, we cannot stress enough how well Vent's doing.
Like, I think Vent might be on pace if this game were longer to break the single-season sack record in tonight.
Yeah, according to one commenter, he has 11 sacks. 12! Right there.
He's hitting... The crazy part is, he came from the left side that time. He's hitting them on both sides. He's beating every member of that OL.
Did the aliens win their first game? I don't remember.
Yes, they did.
Well, they're now showing themselves to be a force.
And, would you believe if I told you the person who got this sack 13 is David Vent?
75, man. He's something.
That man, as Taba Tabai catches it, might be too little too late. Because Omaha's going to need to do some magic and get 3 touchdowns with 2 onside kicks. Lucas Arnold gets that one to 2 yards, but time is ticking.
At least that long pass helps Mullins' yards. 225 yards. At least just by that number, it's a good day, but only 10 points on the board at the moment.
I want to point out, last week's player of the week on defense got 5 sacks. 5. Vent has eclipsed that and lapped it. Now the OL is doing a good job of showing up. What really shows is kind of how well Mullins has played. when he isn't being sacked immediately.
I did not realize that was fourth down. My bad as a
It's all
commentator.
good. So, I mean, I think you, like me, was just in awe of how the DL played, specifically one David Vent.
I mean, now I know how I feel when all the announcers see the Rams for the first time in a while. The Rams are my team, and they go on about Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Aaron Donald would, I think, like a performance like this. Our offensive player of the game is Anton Grimes, and our defensive player of the game, to the surprise of no one, is David Vent. All right, on to our next game.
The Nightmares in the Knights.
That should be good.
Nightmares, Knights both have night in their name.
Shiny, I'm not sure if you got a single game record. Toasty, do you know that answer?
Toasty isn't here. Well, at
Ah,
least not speaking. Maybe he's in the chat. And Loki, I'll tell you how it's possible. Steroids. No, actually, just really good playing.
wait, I'm on the wrong team. I'm on the wrong matchup.
Steroids.
Just ignore me. We might have had 18 from Sanchin. No, I thought it was 18 from a team.
I mean, even if Vent didn't get the record, this is still an amazing.
It's a new era, so I consider it its own in its own right.
So we got the Knights and the Nightmares, and this is the first time I think I've ever seen the Nightmares ever play. They started last season, is that right?
Yep. McGuigan versus Holloway. Our expert picks have Barcelona as the favorites, but 3 of the experts have picked the Knights. Our game setup.
So the other expert, James, thinks it's going to be a blowout the other way.
It's going to be a good game nonetheless, I feel.
Yeah.
It's going to be rainy and low winds.
All the experts were correct last game, but I don't think it was in the way they expected.
No, I don't think anyone was. Rainy and low winds for the Nightmares. I know where we're going. We're going to New York because, as always, it does display the ads. So 2 of our ads are missing for 2 of our partner leagues. One of which is the Pro Baseball Experience, a great league of ours. The PBE is a phenomenal league, and the other one is the Grassroots Football Sim Association, a great sim league that uses Madden 08 where you play as a 2-way player. All right.
So it's a rainy day here in Barcelona or New York, however we consider it. But
Hey, you can see the GFSA logo. Great.
Nice.
You can see it on Statue of Liberty.
Wow, America's really gone full capitalist between ads and the Statue of Liberty.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this game is Barcelona, so...
Yeah.
Anyways, oh, I like those uniforms on Barcelona.
They're pretty great as McWigan is sacked. Tackly McTacklerson will get to him.
Who does he think he is, Bent?
Let's see. This time it holds, and Tyson Rouge is going to get about 3. So it's 3rd and 17. They need to just yeet the ball a little bit more. And McWigan's going to throw, find Rouge, and Rouge is going to get a handful of yards, but not enough. And so that's going to be a punt. The big difference maker in this game is going to be the kicker. You have Greg of House Gase for the Knights, who is an absolute monster. And then you have Bodymus Botterman for the Nightmares, who is not. He's going to be met at the 40. Field position will be the favorite of the Knights if this is a slogfest. But it's all going to come down to how well the defense plays as Holloway is hit. Remove
Well
Benjamin
said.
K.
I was saying well said.
Yeah. Boderman this time is met by a tackle for a loss from Gluteus Maximus.
Love that name.
It's a great name.
His parents knew what they were doing.
Deep bomb downfield is PP Poo Poo. Oh yeah, I gotta do the prediction. I'll just pay out the last one. I don't think anyone. We'll do a prediction in the next game.
Last game would have been great to pick the under.
So it's 2nd and 5. Hollywood is driving. And Holloway avoids the sack, and Boderman is going to get them short.
That is clutch quarterback work right there.
Over under 13 sacks the rest of the night. I don't know. As Boderman is tackled, does he get it? He does.
So far, this first drive for the Knights is going quite well.
It is. They're burning the clock. They're getting the distance they want. Though Body Miss Boderman is averaging -1 yards per carry.
Is he the main running back on the team?
Yep.
Huh, interesting.
Their star running back is actually still down in the Dev League, earning a little bit more and playing for the Narwhals. And that one's overthrown. So they're going to bring out Greg of House Gase to try and make this a 3-0 lead. Kick is up and good. Hollywood takes the lead 3-0.
Glad the rain isn't affecting the kicking so far.
Gase is just that good.
I mean, they named a house after him, so.
Yep. Gase. Oh. Sorry, didn't mean to yawn there. House next Gates spelled.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. We don't have to yawn just yet.
I've been up since early.
Yeah, it's pretty late. Well, 7:30ish for you, right?
Mm-hmm. And I've been up
Pacific
since
time.
6:15.
But maybe some football can get you more awake.
Yeah, hey, well, I'm awake. I'm just yawning. I've been yawning all day. As Tyson Rouge is tackled for a loss by Jeremy Cruz, the defensive back stops him there, and it's 3rd and 10. Tyson Rouge is averaging 1 yard per carry, and deep bomb downfield from McWigan, incomplete.
Good defense by the Knights so far.
Yep.
And first down.
Play action. Deep bomb downfield is Io Torrent. Huge reception from him.
39 yards. Wow.
Torrent again.
Wow. I said wow too early there.
Yeah.
I was just shocked that Boderman got, like 11 yards or something, and then fumbled recovered by the team.
Gluteus Maximus with the TFL.
I shouldn't judge bots so quickly.
No. Short pass to Cade Fletcher.
I mean, while the Knights have done great offensively, they really, if they can get a touchdown here, that would be definitely good for confidence.
And instead, Cloudera is going to walk away with a pick. Nightmares get exactly what they want here. Now they have to do something on offense and come away with points.
This could hypothetically be a similar turn of momentum like the last game.
It absolutely could be.
But the Nightmares have at least only down by 3 points, which can be even easier. But the Knights' defense is not letting down just yet.
As we hit the 2-minute warning. feel like the Nightmares need to abandon the run a little bit faster. I've been a firm believer that this idea of an established run is Tyson Rouge down the sideline. He's at the 20, 40, 35. Huge throw from McWigan to Rouge to got a huge gain there. And all of a sudden, Barcelona is knocking.
That's how quick it goes.
And Rouge again. Rouge is going to get 5. 10, 15, 15. I can count, guys.
Are you sure you didn't tell the Nightmares your advice? Because they took that immediately.
Yeah. They listen to me. I'm the commissioner.
Listen to you more than the league listens to Roger. No, I'm not going to go there.
McWigan, under pressure, gets a screen to Boderman. Boderman's going to make a man miss. And he's going to get a handful of yards. Mind you, their kicker is still a bot, so I'd almost try for it on 4th down here and take my chances. And they're going to overthrow. McWigan just can't get it out in time to the right spot. Pressure was in his face, so they're going to try and tie it up with a body miss Boderman.
At least this is a short kick.
Yeah, he's got the distance. Does he have the accuracy? Barely, and he does. Barcelona ties it up with Hollywood.
Welcome back, Toasty. You just came in for the tie.
As Torrent is going to get a handful of yards. Mongoose is right. They painted the corners. Holloway back to pass. Deep bomb downfield is Cade Fletcher with nothing but space. And Hollywood responds in kind. They quickly turn the page and make it a 10-0 game. 10-3 game.
Well, I was going to make the comment Barcelona was hanging in, but no.
I don't know. They throw it to Rock. They throw it to someone. They've got a chance to tie this thing up. Again.
After the Knights had 2 decent drives, ended up being a field goal and then an interception, the fact that they got a very quick touchdown is huge.
Absolutely. You bounce back from that pick with a quick touchdown. It's got to be good for morale.
Yeah.
McWigan avoids the sack and just throws it away. McWigan under pressure. 4 Knights clamor to the ball, but none of them can come with it. Credit to McWigan. He's been able to get it out and not take the sacks.
Yeah, though, not the best completion rate so far.
Nope. Cruz tackled for a loss, and so it's going to be a punt from Barcelona.
Though, to be fair to the quarterback, it is raining. I'll give him that.
That one's going to roll, and it's going to be touched at about the 30.
Interesting to see that the Knights have a body at free safety.
They don't have many defensive backs. Most of them went to Las Vegas. All right.
10-3. Got ourselves a game here.
We do.
And if you're the Nightmares, the last thing you want to do is give up more points right after the half. You know, you're already down 1 score. That's what we gotta do. And I'm surprised how quickly he threw that away.
Absolutely. But sometimes you just get the pressure or you see the ghost, you just go for it.
The ghost of the... Well, he is playing the Nightmares. Would make sense that there would be ghosts at that stadium.
Absolutely. The ghost horses come for you.
Nice. The lore of the league is all coming together.
We have a lot of mythical creatures in our league. We have aliens. We have nightmares. We have frost giants. What else do we got, Toasty?
Dragons.
Dragons.
Binaries? No, I'm just kidding.
Lions that are actually victorious, according to Dust.
No,
And there's a fumble. Ball is live. Boderman recovers, gains them some yards, keeps it from being a turnover, but they lose yards on that one.
That was a clutch recovery.
Absolutely.
We have the narwhals.
Narwhals are real.
That's what the government wants you to think.
Oy. Well, isn't it like the theory, like the reason we have COVID is so the government can recharge all the birds? As Matt Cawthorn will get this, but there's a hole that's coming back. I'll be right back. I'm just taking off my hoodie. For it is starting to roast in my apartment.
Barcelona just needs to not give a turnover.
And
They
Tyson
did the right
Rouge.
play, I think.
It was. Just try and get something, avoid the safety.
The drive is just the battle. The whole game's the war. They still have time.
Yep, as Boderman gets to the 45.
But since that punt wasn't that long, their defense really needs to step up right here. And he throws it, incomplete. Big third down for both teams here, really.
Absolutely. 2-minute warning. Play action that fooled no one. Didn't matter. Cade Fletcher got the touchdown. That makes 2 for the tight end.
Now that is... I'm not sure what I'm going to say. Well, I'll say what the person in the comments said. What a beautiful pass.
Absolutely. TVC, glad to see you in chat.
He needs commentators. You can just read off the chat.
Yeah, that's why I have the chat visible. I think one of the things that we as a league do that is great that very few other leagues do is interact with the community during our streams.
Definitely seems well. I definitely agree. And great run.
We also have live commentary, which is also something a lot of our peers in the football world don't have. As McWigan is going to fumble again, and this time Boderman recovers. It's going to be a Boderman fumble 6? No.
Oh. I started the whole chant for him just to get tackled, but still impressive.
And Mike, that is a really good point. As Holloway, short pass. I was really hoping for the Boderman fumble 6. I know I'm always a fan of a bot doing something exceptional.
Hey, maybe we get a bot touch. Well, they got yards.
And it's 3rd and goal. Can Barcelona make the bend don't break strategy work? Yes. Gluteus Maximus is having a night for Barcelona. He's got 5 tackles, 3 of which have been tackles for a loss.
Oh, this field goal can make it a 3-score game.
Yep.
And it is. It's not over yet, but the Nightmares are, well, they're going to have to unleash their inner demons.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to have to start capitalizing on every drive.
Everyone needs a nightmare of an offense.
McWigan has yet to break 100 yards on passing. And he's in trouble. He's got Boderman. He's got 8. He's now 3 yards shy of breaking 100. No, 12 yards shy. I can't count. I'm just not having a good math day. And we hit the 4th quarter. What do we think, guys? 4s in chat?
No.
No. All right.
We gotta reserve those for the ones, or else the 4 is just a never done.
Well, next game should be good. It's going to be Aztec, Silver Eagles, sorry, and the Venom.
Ooh.
And I can ask Toasty questions. He is the owner for the Silver Eagles.
What led to the
And it's
name?
another fumble, live ball. This is fumble number 3. We have seen more fumbles in this league than we have seen interceptions. You could interview the GM. I could. I mean, Mike, if you want to join the booth, we'd love to have you.
The fumbles make sense considering all the rain.
It does, but I'm even thinking back to last week. We saw very few interceptions and a ton of fumbles. And Cade Fletcher, touchdown number 3. 100% of Hollywood's touchdowns have gone to this tight end. He's got 4 receptions on 6 targets and 75%.
I don't know if you guys ever watched any Chisel Adonis videos, but seeing a Hollywood score made me think of this one Hollywood song that he uses for Hollywood Brown.
Ah. No, what I think of when I think of Hollywood Knights is Bob Seger.
Your pun game has been lacking so far.
I know. I'm waiting for a closer Knights game. Feel like if I do it every time, I mean, Bob Seger only has so many songs in his catalog. So I will try and get it a little more focused with Bob Seger song references forced in there terribly in future games for sure. As Tyson Rouge down the sideline with a huge gain, he's going to be stopped at about the 11. Runs out of bounds. But this is the second time tonight Barcelona has made it to the end zone of Tyson Rouge.
You're not to the end zone yet.
Red zone, sorry. My apologies. Now they're in the end zone. Tyson Rouge gets his first touchdown for the season.
Well, no matter what you say about the Nightmares tonight, at least they got themselves a touchdown.
Absolutely. And it is 10-25.
Oh man, they really should have gone for 2. I mean, I know it's unlikely, but you might as well try and make it a 2-score game.
It wouldn't be a 2-score game.
Yeah, if they went for 2, it would be 27-11.
I mean, okay. I get that it's in theory a 2-score game. But I feel like if you have to go for 2 3 times in order to make it a 2-score game, it's a little dicey.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless, I don't have a point to make.
And Botterman is tackle for loss. Barcelona is going to burn a timeout. Fren Hambaga will get that one.
At the very least, maybe I'm jinxing it, but at least the Nightmares in the fourth quarter can at least, come out and give a good showing before leaving the field, which they've done so far.
Absolutely. Especially because point differential matters for seeding. McWiggins, short pass.
That was a nice side cut.
Just got rid of it. And Knights are bringing a lot, and there is interception number 2, Johnny Tsunami, with his first career pick in the majors. Former Rail Raider is very happy with this, and they're going to give it to Botterman. And I think they're just going to kneel the rest of the game.
The Rail Raider seems like a really well-run program from the little bit I know about Development League.
I mean, yes.
I think they're going to try getting the first before they kneel it.
I agree with you.
Even though the Nightmares have no timeouts.
Yeah, but if they don't get it here, then they have to go for the field goal.
Ah, yeah. At the same time, they're ahead by 17 points.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they burned as much clock as humanly possible with these runs.
So if the binaries before they had humans were playing, they would have found a way to do something unhumanly possible.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, for all your kicker fans, looks like we'll be finishing out this game with one more kick.
And a
Or
Cobra
two, really.
Kai.
If he makes it.
Oh, he will. For Gafowski's? Absolutely.
Looks like our final score will be Knights 30, Nightmares 10.
Yep.
Any of those who bet on the spread, if there even is a spread, congratulations. And there it is.
I forgot to do a prediction for this one. Alright, our players of the
Knights
game are
got
Cade
points in
Fletcher
all quarters.
and Tackly McTacklerson. Alright, on to our next game. Silver Eagles and the Venom.
This should be an interesting one, folks.
And I know Dave was... sorry, not Dave. Leatherneck Mike. Mike, if you want to join the booth, we would love to have you. Does he have permissions?
So, I will check. But to answer Harold Flowers' question about how did the Silver Eagles name come up, so that's actually quite an interesting story. So Adam had actually reached out to me about potentially rebranding, and I had said that, well, I want to innovate silver into it because it was one of Mexico's biggest economic drivers. So we got talking, and we had pitched out Eagles, and he actually proposed Silver Eagles right as I was typing it. So it was one that we felt was our best branding idea for Mexico City.
Oh, it's pretty cool how you tied it in. And
And
Silver Eagles, good name.
the eagle is actually it's actually a golden eagle that is the national bird. Yeah, the national bird.
Yeah, I just remembered it's on the Mexican flag also.
Yep, the logo is actually supposed to be like a spin-off of what the flag would look like from the front.
Oh, yeah, that is really cool. Next time I see the logo, I'll look closer at that. And
Well,
I
you'll
like the
see it on the
stadium.
field.
Oh, yeah. Nice stadium here.
There's clear, there's no wind, so I can throw it on an indoor stadium. And this stadium has a bird in it, so it felt like the right choice.
Welcome to the booth, Kevin.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Excellent. So how you feeling about this game? You feeling confident?
Yeah, we'll see how we feel. Should be a good yardstick game here. Good team we're playing, so hopefully we have the same result as last week. But you ain't gonna get big wins like that every week in whatever league you're in. So yeah, I feel good about it. Let's see what the team does. Trying to
Alright.
get this team younger, see how the vets play, and see how the young guys play, and yeah.
Oh, so far you're getting the run so far. Wait, you're the GM for Vegas, right?
No,
Mexico
Eagles.
City.
Oh, never mind, my bad.
Yeah, I'm Toasty's GM.
Okay, then never mind. Well, anyway, the Vipers are getting good runs so far.
And now they're going empty set. Mike's coming in hot. We can lower Mike a bit.
And another first down for the Vipers. Wait, Venom, my bad. Okay.
It's okay. So Venom, yeah, Venom and Vipers are both V-named snake-based mascot teams. Real genius naming there. And
Especially with the Silver Eagles logo having the snake being in the beak.
yes. Other fun fact, Fuzzy Dotson. Do you know what team he played for first? Toasty knows, I know.
He was our great fullback that we have been trying to replace since we lost.
And Pete Peters is going to do this, as that's going to go out at the 15. Silver Eagles get the stop they need.
Let's see what the Silver Eagles can do.
I will say, I do love the Silver Eagles home helmets. Home jerseys, not home helmets. They have the same helmets throughout. But the helmet's a
Yeah,
nice
they do
complement
look
to
pretty
it.
good. I like both of these jerseys a lot, actually. Well, nice visually together, too.
Oh, absolutely. As Quattro runs forward and gets the first.
If I recall correctly, he's the People's running back,
He
right?
is the people's running back.
Do you know the story behind it, Mike?
No, I do not.
Oh, okay. So, his first season, he decided not to put everything he had into speed.
Okay.
So he was getting obliterated.
Yeah.
But we joke that he's the people's running back because he runs as fast as the average person.
Well, he runs a lot better than that now, and he's agreed to come back. I'm glad he agreed to come back this year. It's nice of him.
Yeah.
Talked to Ero too. A couple of vets who came back. You know, guys that Ero said he's going to retire at the end of the year, and
He's
not
already
guys that are
recreated.
going to be with us. Not guys that are going to be with us forever, but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the player will be gone at the end of the year.
That's true.
0-0 first quarter.
And by the way, the player who just got that sack was the rookie draft pick, and I'm Bjornsson, Granlund, and I forget that third part of the name. But it's a long one.
Ooh, this will be a punt.
Both teams are able to getting the defensive stop at the perfect spot.
Yes, it is Jess's player. And that's going to go out at about the 8.
Good punt. Well, it's interesting so far. Both offenses show that they do have offense, but just at the barely right before field goal range, they're missing it. So, even though it's 0-0, it's not necessarily a defensive game.
Absolutely. It's more that they've been offensively strong on their side of the field, and the moment they get to the other side, the defense just shows up. And this is a deep bomb downfield. JQ has it. Greg Gase with the big throw. Hello, Odeon. How is it going?
Well, now the Venom are at least in field goal range now. Interceptions and fumbles always happen.
Sweet Pea is, if you remember the number.
He's DL1.
DL1, so okay, I know exactly where he is. Nate, I will highlight him for you.
That was a nice run after catch.
He is right here. And JQ again. They are nipping at the end zone.
Close as it gets.
As we hit the 2-minute warning.
Good game so far, it feels like.
It's been a really intense back and forth. And Dotson is tackled for a loss by Drumathan.
Got our game ball last week. Had a darn good week. Started that game with a fumble 6, and got our game balls and part of the locker room engagement stuff we're doing and trying to get this team off the ground.
Absolutely. Odeon, no, this is regular season. This is for actually the marbles. As Lucario will get the touchdown.
They couldn't run it in, so they went to the pass, and a very clutch pass in the middle of the end zone.
I've just realized something, Toasty. Every season Gase has played, Lucario has been one of his wide receivers.
Yep.
So that kicker's name, do you have to extend the E sound?
I don't, because otherwise I feel like I don't do it justice. And it's also, I don't know how long you extend it for is really kind of the challenge.
We have a Venom fan in the chat. So far, they're doing well. But Silver Eagles, I could see them very easily catching it.
Good to see Tidwell catching passes. Had 10 targets last week, caught 9 of them. Was our offensive game ball for that one. Had a great game for us, and hopefully he keeps doing that. He's 2 for 2 so far in this one. Good to see him getting his mitts on the ball.
Absolutely. Tidwell's a really good wide receiver.
Yeah, glad we picked him up in free agency. That was a good signing for us. It's another place we really want to focus is,
Ooh,
the build through the draft, but we can sign free agents as well.
Yep.
Got to give Denver some competition in the free agent market. That's what we hope to do.
Toasty, on one hand, Softens has not been having a great game, and the one thing that I do have to say is I feel better knowing that my face on your player is not the reason why.
we just haven't been getting the sideline passes that open up the passing game.
I was not a fan of that run call by the Silver Eagles in 3rd and 7 at this late in the game, well, the half.
All right, we have a question for both Mike and Toasty. Which team scares you the most in the international division?
Lions.
Mike?
I don't really have a concern. I'm a lot more concerned with us in our own development as a team than really anybody else. Just we're not that we're not going all out for it this year. You look at the huge class of draftees we brought in that are in the Dev League right now, and you look at who we signed in for agency. We're focused on an entirely different core. We're focused on the next couple of seasons and beyond. So this season, we want to have a good season, make it back to the playoffs, and send a bunch of these vets out on good years. Of course, you always want to win every year, but I'm more focused on our development
Fair
and
enough.
than anything else.
I'll expand on my answer. So, looking to the future, I actually see there being like 3 powerhouse teams, quote unquote, and I believe that'll be Dragons as long as Pow is there, the Lions, and then the Silver Eagles.
Oh,
It'll
wow.
be interesting to see if that comes true.
We're going to have to reevaluate that in a couple seasons, see if you still hold to it.
I'll keep this video for the records.
I mean, all our videos do get saved to YouTube.
Of course, but
Unless GSK forgets.
I've actually been really good about it. I have a calendar reminder on Saturdays.
oh, what a punt!
Huge punt from James Bond, and Did I Intercept is going to be met at about the 23.
I'm hearing the James Bond thing in my head right now.
And Toasty, I think I'm going to stick with this play clock, because even though it's still a little slower than what we had last year, I don't think I can lower it anymore.
Yeah.
The clock's seemed fine to me so far.
And Lucario touchdown just broke through with nothing but space.
That's gotta hurt the other team, of course.
Yeah, I mean, defensive mismatch when you wind up in a 61 front and you got 5 wide on the other side of things, you're gonna be in trouble.
DG is happy as I think he was the only person to bet on the Venom and is about to rob people of points.
Actually, I bet on the Venom because I am superstitious.
Ah, good call.
I am one of the superstitionists.
I do the same thing.
To win the game.
When I was Crabs GM in the PBE, I would always bet against the Crabs.
Did that work?
Most of the time, no. We were actually good when I ran them.
Oh, there's still time left. I mean, 14 points, maybe more than a score, but it's doable to catch up.
Offside there.
There's a break right there. Looks like Odeon in the chat had the same thing happen.
Well,
Softens finds Ray. Ray with his first carry, and what a carry it is, gets the first down.
Another one of our off-season acquisitions acquired him from the Lions. They're good to have him in our program.
Yeah, I think that was a trade, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was.
Good news, the Knights actually, their game finished and they did get the win. Knights are now 1 and
Yeah,
1.
they played really well. That was 30-10, I believe.
Yes. And Quattro is going to be stopped behind, short of the first, and so they're going to punt.
I think I'm gonna have to play with the sliders a little bit more.
I mean, yeah.
Mexico City is going to need some type of turnover, probably.
Monster Man is asking, what are we, the Browns throw the ball Eagles? I think we're about to see Peter Soffins yeet the ball quite a bit in the next 7 seconds once the Eagles get the ball back, if they do. Gase is too good to turn the ball over. I like that line of thinking. I would like to make an addendum, which is regular season Gase, absolutely true. Playoff Gase, less so. Playoff Gase is a weird anomaly. I don't understand it. Because our AI doesn't know which games are playoff, preseason, super casual bowl, anything like that. It just knows them as games. And yet the moment we get to the playoffs, Greg Gase never seems to play as well as he does in the regular season. Dotson
I don't know if I
is...
can trust someone named Gase on a team that's green and white.
Look, as a Jets fan, I will like to say that Adam Gase was the best head coach that the Jets have ever had. And I know what everyone's saying. I am absolutely insane. There is no way that he is the best. Dragons have not played yet, Odeon. Adam Gase was the best, not because, as Dotson makes 3 Silver Eagles miss, not because he was good for the Jets, he was terrible for the Jets, but he gave me my Sundays back, and that was super important.
A nice way to look at it.
Yeah. I didn't have to care about the Jets, and it was great. I have since not cared.
Yeah, I'm a
Why did
Rams
you care to
fan.
begin with?
You know, there was that little shred of hope. And Cosmos Strand Fury's in for the touchdown. As a Jets and a Mets fan, it's just that little shred of hope you have that maybe something's going to go your way in sports.
Though this Gase, Greg Gase, really good day so far.
Greg Gase has been consistently good. I think he's won Offensive Player of the Year. He's won either Quarterback of the Year or Offensive Player of the Year and Most Improved Player. He has been absolutely a great quarterback and a phenomenal pickup for the Venom, although he has still played better in Knights Red. I will say that. But that Knights team was also weirdly stacked, and I loved it. Because you missed these seasons, but Toasty remembers them, when Sabo went full dagger on teams. As Ronald the Watt Watkins get that sack, Gase would find Saba in like the dying seconds of a game, down by less than 7 points, and just absolutely, completely destroyed them. And Laser saying, and then I took them all with the evil laugh. Ha ha ha. That's fair. And it's 4th and 4. They're going for it.
Just don't run the ball.
Toasty, what did you set for your 4th down sliders?
Oh, I don't know if you got. Oh, wow.
Make the worst throw possible.
Good news, you threw it. Bad news, you were inches short.
I think the Stanza challenge right there. Oh, shit.
There are no challenges in this game.
Oh, no, it's just a reference to something else from this one video.
Yeah, Dotson breaks 100 yards, averaging just over 5 yards a carry.
I think no, we won't see Niels yet because the Silver Eagles
Aztecs.
doesn't have a timeout.
Yep, not Aztecs. Silver Eagles. I'm gonna have to get that out of my head.
Plus, I get the feeling the Venom wouldn't mind just making it a bigger blowout.
I don't think Sweet Pea has done anything else.
There it is.
I can tell you Kraus did not get a pick 6 in the Knights game because the Knights game has already happened.
117 yards for Dawson.
Yeah, and 2 touchdowns.
At least so.
And Nate, I tried putting you in a better position for this game, but I just forgot to submit the depth chart.
Ah. He's only got 1. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see a depth chart from you. I just saw a playbook.
Yeah, I forgot to
Submit
paste the link.
Ah. Well, nothing I can do there. Zyro.
I mean, I know they're not going to win, but I don't see them try for more than 2-yard pass. And as I say that,
They go for 3.
okay, never mind, Mandy. Okay, good job.
See? Asked for it and they delivered.
I know the GMs of the team were here, and well, I'm just saying this
Hey.
wasn't this game.
I've been seeing that a lot with this new sim.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like the Ducks.
As Greg Gase the 5th will get the sack.
How many great Gases are there?
6,
many.
7. So Toasty Mike, I'm going to ask you, as I always ask when the team is in the booth, what are your positive takeaways for Silver Eagles for this game?
We held them decently until the end of the game, and then the run game just took over for them, which I knew was going to be a weakness for us all season.
And yeah, Nate, 21 has knees. They spiked the ball. They've gone for it on 4th down in like the 2nd quarter. We've seen all sorts of things that make sense. Our offensive player of the game is Greg Gase, and our defensive player of the game is Greg Gase the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, that's first. Credit to them. They played and won a hell of a lot better football than us. We need to. After that one, you play a good team, and then you figure out what you actually need to do on offense, and what we need to do on offense is probably go have a sit down with Softens after the game, and see if we can't figure out some better decision making skills on that end. And yeah, we got a lot of decision making and awareness things to go over, but that's going to happen on a young team. So. The only positive is it's another game in the books, and we're closer being competitive. Bit of a setback for us getting shut out and playing terribly on offense, but you're going to have those games, and all you can do is just grab the game tape and look at it and learn from it, and then light it on fire and never see it again.
So it's not
Well
it's not
said,
one of those
and,
play it at 5 times the speed with the Benny Hill theme.
No, not really one of those. You just go take from what you can, like look at it and see what plays you could have called better. 3rd down, 6 rushes, and look at how your quarterback could have made better decisions. We had some open guys. It's not like we didn't have open receivers. So
Sorry to interrupt, but I actually have to go. It's been a great thing here.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, let's go too. Thanks for welcoming me up in the booth.
Of course.
See, okay.
Anytime you want to come.
All right, cool.
See you guys in the future.
Toasty, are you leaving me too, or are you staying?
I'll stay until for like the next hour, but then I gotta go to work.
If you have to go. Like, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will join me randomly.
No, I'm just killing time until work now.
It is clear. It is low winds. It is going to be a bloodbath. So, yeah, let's go. What are we thinking for our prediction? Sacks?
Yeah, let's go sacks.
Dragon sacks over under 6.
Let's go total sacks over under 8.5.
Well, I don't like it because that's... Well, we can measure it. We can do it in real time. Over under 56 points for the Dragons. I don't like those prediction ones, just because I feel like those are a little cruel sometimes.
Ooh,
as Runman will get somewhere. It's kind of like the time where we bet on Barcelona getting 1 point and they didn't. It just, we all felt bad afterwards. As a face mask on Von Ubercastle is going to give them a 1st and 10.
so I actually do have a question that I wasn't able to ask after Monday's game. Have the Flamingos given you an updated depth chart?
They have... maybe? I think so. Why?
With the addition of Lewis Smith, I did not expect that those defensive backs get torn up like they did last week.
Yeah, I think it was just honestly a fluke. But no, he should be in the strong safety spot, according to Dave. Red Vents is going to get a huge catch there. Beeman back to pass. Back corner just slightly overthrows. And there's our beautiful Pro Baseball Experience logos showing up. I wonder if we hit the ad count and that's why. And just again, Beeman can't quite get it. He's trying to place it just with a little too much oomph. Hello, Tater. How is it going?
Ooh, Runman.
Flag here. It's a hold. It's coming back. No, it's an offsides. I was wrong. One lucky fan in the stands, though, did, however, get a football. And there's sack number 1. Luda Chris will get that one. I mean, the good thing is we can... yeah, again, you're right. It does happen a bit. Beeman finds Runman. Runman's in for the score. That's 1 sack. And Runman does a Tebow. Topher, since you're here, how do you feel about doing a Tebow? And the kick is good.
Ooh.
Dwell Brewers tackled for a loss. Is that Saba I see?
That is...
Saba, how are you doing? I Boss James with a catch.
Is Saba gonna return to us?
I don't know. I'm excited just to see Saba in chat. Unless someone else is Figus, but no, I believe that's Saba, and I'm not losing my mind.
That is Saba, and I made sure it was an account that was just created recently.
It's like the people who create under Scorp, and it breaks my heart every time. The Knights... okay, I won't correct you. As Runman is tackled for a loss.
Sadly, Saba is gone already.
Well, it was still great seeing Saba. Warms my heart. The people still check in. It's like when Dave from the Axis team checks in. What happened to Scorp? Scorp left Sim Leagues altogether. Similar to you.
What the heck? Why is Saba not showing up on my list of...
Maybe he's just invisible. And credit to the Flamingos defense. They absolutely got a stop on the Dragons offense. Oh yes, you are still on the server? I didn't know that. I don't think you are. I think you left that one. Now I'm gonna have to check.
I'm checking right now.
Just under another account. Why would you do this to me?
He's banned for having a multi.
Technically doesn't have a multi since 2 players aren't playing at the same time. I don't even think he has a player under his new account. Or he does, and he has been playing me really well, with me not knowing. Well, and by the way, welcome to the booth. It's called Toasty.
Oh, are you the one in WS?
No, he's not. I know who it is. It's not Saba. As Runman makes 4 flamingos look like fools and get 9 in inches. And Runman will get a first. So how are we feeling about the Flamingos defense right here? Brendan Warner will get the TFL. I'm going to answer this question.
Runman's got a 94 agility. That must have helped him a lot on those missed tackles there.
I think you've answered that one like
4 times, yeah. Maybe it's just getting lost. I know my microphone sometimes is a little wonky, so I'm not worried about it. But Saba, how have you been if you're still here? As Runman is going to get a huge catch.
Runman caught almost all the catches from Beekman. Well, now, except that one. But
I think so.
The running back in the passing game has been something that has really improved with this new sim.
Absolutely. And Adonis King, touchdown.
That's a pretty cinematic play, you know, to like the spin move into the celebration.
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Toasty, I like how you're hoping for the return of Saba. Is Saba on this year's ballot for Hall of Fame?
Thompson, I believe, already made it.
Oh.
Yep, he got a 7 out of 8 vote, if I remember correctly.
So there you go.
All right.
Leo Thompson is in the Hall of Fame. The dagger, I just gotta make
back.
his plaque. I gotta make a lot of plaques. It's my project this weekend.
I'm really good at making plaques, too.
I can send you the PSD.
No, don't do it.
Don't offer things that I'm gonna take you up on.
I was being sarcastic because I make the little Lions awards.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very high res.
Not unanimous, never come back. That's funny.
So, to everyone, since I just got a DM about it, StatBot is going to be behind for like a couple of weeks. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I have not had time to do.
Do you want me to try and do it?
You can try.
Alright, I'll try. If it's just the same thing as before, it shouldn't be too hard.
It's adding the new stats and whatnot that is going to be difficult. And I kind of want to have it through a database instead of through Google Sheets.
Okay.
Since the errors that we had with this 10.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Speaking of, awards are being announced Friday. And it's a fumble. And Dragons recover Tommy Platt. That is sack number 2.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think I
Saba, welcome to
reiterated it in
21. It's gotten a lot more cinematic. It's gotten a lot better. As Fence is going to get that touchdown, and he's going to dance. It shows on a player when they do a big play, when they get a sack, when they make or miss a field goal. It does all sorts of things. Hello, Relax. How's it going?
Dragons have really opened the game up here in the second quarter.
Yeah. We knew it was a question of when rather than if, I want to say.
Yeah.
It's not a knock on the Flamingos. They are in a rebuild, a retool, and they're playing Denver. So, here we go. I've got 3 teams, only 2 of which can make the Super Casual Bowl. Do you think that both of these teams will make it? And if so, which of these 2? The Twisters, the Dragons, and the Lions. As Jordals with a huge catch.
I need to see more of a sample size with the new sim
That's
before I
fair.
make any
But
decisions on that point.
when the Knights win it all, I'll come back. Saba, I'm going to hold you to that. All of a sudden, the sim has been rigged for some reason. Inexplicably, the Knights have all 99s. I just don't know what happened, guys.
Well, but even with all 99s and everything, I think like what Toasty was getting at, like the 3 teams you mentioned all probably have a solid enough TPE to win it all, but it could come down to game planning and sim engine luck then at that point. So there's a lot more variability in 21 now.
Yep. Look, Saba. The payments were, I thought, for me to mention that the Knights are a second half team. Oh, that reminds me. I got to show you the Knights schedule because I put a hashtag for every team. Ernesto Ramiro with that huge catch. And so at the bottom for the Knights, their hashtag is second half. As Brewer is going to get nowhere. Matthew Edwards, the former Flamingo, is going to get that tackle. My favorite part about Saba's claim that the Knights were 10-time champions is the best part is that they would have won before they were even a team. Because we're only in season 11.
Yes, Knights have won every championship ever.
Since the first
Before
one.
they were even possible, it was even possible
Yes.
for them to win it.
They won before they existed.
That's a true sign of dominance.
Yeah. I don't think anyone can compete with them. Some teams were good, but they've all existed when they've won. Alright, well thank you so much for joining us, Saba. It was great to hear from you. I hope everything's going well in life. Runman is going to get a short gain. Or actually a pretty good gain, making this 3rd and 1.
There seems to be a little bit more variability in the, I guess, lunges or conversions when it's short down yardage like that, or when they approach the first down marker. 'Cause,
Yes.
last night there was a lot of plays where it was a first down, and had it been access 20, I don't think it would have been a first down. But there was just like either some kind of momentum mechanic or something like that was causing it to basically create a first down, which is fine. It's just
Yeah.
like I was just used to access 20 kind of have certain
Right,
quirks
we're all
about
used
how
to
it,
certain behaviors.
yeah. But like last night that run that Runman had there on second down to make it 3rd and 1. that could have easily been a first down last night, like in the
Yep.
Dev League, or maybe even today. Just spotted the ball, I guess.
Yeah. The Flamingos are stopped with 3 and out. Though if you bet on the over for the sacks, you might be panicking right now, as there have been only 2.
I'm panicking a little bit.
Points will be lost.
That's okay. I can still highlight my message
Yeah.
100 times.
Or you could generate a face. No, wait, no, you have a face gem.
Yeah. I could buy another one.
I think I might buy myself PLK's base gen because I've yet to throw an interception with it.
I mean, can't hurt. What is or do I have to pay channel points? What's the original Peter Soffin's face gem?
I'll get it for you. But it was like the guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
Who was that, Tosi, or was it just a random stock photo?
It was a random photo that I found on Google.
That's
Nice.
amazing. And there's
I
sack
didn't know
number
if it was from
3.
I didn't know if it was from a movie, like an Office Space like movie or something like that. I mean, I knew it wasn't from that,
Right.
but something like I didn't know if it was something like that.
By the way, the team with the most sacks this game, the Flamingos. The player with the most is Ludacris, who I know is in chat, or at least was.
I don't think that was something anyone expected going into this game.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Denver's got a pretty rock solid defense. I'm surprised they didn't get a little bit more aggressive.
The OL for the Flamingos has been good.
I don't think they've sent a lot of pressure though, Denver.
They don't need to. It also helps that the Flamingos are running it a lot.
Yeah, tough to sack when you run the ball.
Yep. I think they're just trying to play to kill the clock at this point. They want to just go home, eat dinner.
I guess, like, on paper, it's gonna make the score closer, but it doesn't necessarily make the game feel closer. That's the risk and reward of passing, I guess.
Yep. Alright, what's our next game? Looking ahead.
It's a good one. Sure it
It
will be.
is.
It's going to be Wallabies and Rush.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Especially because the Wallabies are premiering their alternate jerseys.
Is it the Wallabies one?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, that will be a good one.
Also, it'll help give them a little more contrast on the blue field.
Could have some early implications. I think that's the only time they'll match up. But if the Wallabies want to return to the playoffs, that would be their game that they should win.
They need to win every game that they should win in order to make playoffs, or they will have a hashtag dominant season.
If only whenever I played Out of the Park it worked like that.
Yeah.
Out of the Park gods are not on my side ever.
I have learned that they never liked me.
Yeah.
I stopped testing at a certain point because I've learned some things with testing Out of the Park. One of which is you can't change the ERA of your team. You can only move it about.
Can't change the ERA.
So if you're doing tests, you're playing the same team the same time you're doing like simulation tests, and let's say your average team is pitching an ERA of 2.13. No matter who you move on the roster, your ERA
individual players might succeed or fail, but the aggregate's gonna be the
same.
same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah. No, it definitely feels like Out of the Park has to, like, I don't know, I call it like balancing. Like it has to balance itself. Like you might get on a really good streak, or like you might like have a good tear, and then it's like got to correct itself, and like all of a sudden you lose like 9 games in a row against teams that are all bad. And it's like, all right, what's going on here?
Yep.
Because it's got like a preconceived notion of how successful your team is. So that's my biggest criticism. 'Cause it feels like exactly that. Like it knows the end result already, and it's just taking you on a little journey to get there.
So that's sack number 5, and that's going to do it. Denver's going to kneel it out. I'm going to pay out the under.
Dang. Whoever got my channel points, you better use them well. Make a
I
nice
won't.
space gen. Did you get them, Toasty?
I got some of them. I only bet one.
Oh, I bet 500.
Toasty, just do them only to unlock the high winds emoji.
Yes. Oh wait, you can do that?
Yes!
Oh, where is it?
I think it's like emoji unlock.
Choose
Alright.
an emote or unlock a random sub.
Sadigayev will get defensive player, and Willie Beeman offensive player.
Oh,
I already have it.
Uh-huh. It's because you've subbed.
there we go. Nice. So I had a light bulb go out in my house, and it made the most wretched buzzing noise
Ooh.
ever. I don't know why, but I shut them off and turned it back on, and it was dead, and the buzzing stopped at least. But it was the weirdest thing ever. Thought I was going insane, which I probably am, but like, I was just like, I had my headphones on, listening to the game here, and I was like, what is that noise?
Although now I'm thinking about the noise, and you're going to say, do you watch Always Sunny?
I don't. I mean, I've seen some episodes, but it's been years.
Okay, so the one where they go out to the burbs? No? The one
Not
that
ringing a bell.
Mac hears a noise, and Dennis plays like he doesn't hear it at all. Just makes him go insane.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Newsflash, I've been hearing it the whole time. Well, why didn't you say anything? Because I hate you. Science is a liar sometimes. My wife and I play for each other all the time. It's one of our favorites. If you've never seen it, it's dust. I will have to send it to you.
All right.
It is amazing. All right, where are we playing? Let's go to the whale. Feeling the whale.
Well, I hope we have a good game.
Haha.
All right. Oh my God, what is that? What is that gif? B.
Bees. Oh, I forgot to look at the odds. We're going to do split, because I think it was split.
It was 63% Wallabies.
Good enough.
That who will win one.
Yeah.
All right, let's duel it. These 5
Good night,
minutes.
Topher. So Matthew McDonald is going to get this one. I love the Bees uniforms. They're just fun. Buzz
They're like
buzz.
Pittsburgh Steelers uniforms almost.
Yeah, but better. As Colt Remington Wellington will get that one.
These are not ones you would use with
Silver Eagles. No. Actually, no. I think I wouldn't use them at Silver Eagles. I'd use them in the red Silver Eagles, which I haven't broken out yet.
Have you fixed the turquoise ones
I
yet?
did fix the turquoise ones. As Mickey Mouse wakes 1, 2, 3 rush miss. McMorris is going to sack. He's going to fumble. Slim did nothing wrong. We'll pick that up.
Big break for the beat.
And McMorris is hit late. So who do you guys got in this game?
Well, I've got the only channel points on the Wallabies.
I honestly do not know.
And Mickey Mouse is in for the touchdown.
I think the rookie quarterback for the Rush is in for a tough one, but I mean, not saying he won't be good someday, but just
Duck football
Well,
will miss.
Wallabies had a good defense last year. I think they retained most of their key players,
Yep,
including Pro Bowler Providence C. Rab,
that's true.
most deserving Pro Bowler in
Never.
super casual history. Hey, I
Ay,
mean, you won the Vancouver Victorious Lions Commissioner of the Year award.
that's true. I did. It was a tight race.
As
As Sanik's
I
going to get the first.
I had some fun awards.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like
no, I
that.
love them. Oh yeah, I forgot I put these as the helmet decals. So this Wallabies helmet is the only one that doesn't use their standard logo. It uses the Walladab in the B uniform.
Oh, that's funny. I think you should have a Walladab stadium
I might
or
make a
like a Walladab
Walladab
end zone.
field. I might revise this field to add Walladab.
I would add Walladabs in the end zone or something like that.
Yeah, I'll add them.
It's
Walladabs are
pretty
going to exist.
because you already got the nice main logo in the center, and then you
Yeah,
kind of just copy it. So it's like, yeah, if you throw a Walladab in there.
don't throw a Walladab. I might revise their entire end zone, as Chip Sparkle is going to be met. The entire field is just one big Walladab.
Just cascading Walladabs across the field,
What yard line are we at? We're at the Walladab yard.
right? First an elbow of the dab.
Yeah, do it like what was it? The Russian one that had the
Oh, the
painting.
scream, but it's just Walladab instead. I forgot about the scream field. And I forgot, it was the only field I think that has ever had a demotivational statement at the end zone, which was, "It's all your fault," which I just thought was hilarious.
I remember that too.
And Colt Remington Wellington is going to be short.
Nice pickup though. Couple big pass plays. I like how the name's so long though for the
It
celebration.
just shrinks the
Gotta
text.
shrink the text and raise it, make it funny.
Yeah. There's, Jess had the same thing earlier, too, with her player with the
I
sack.
remember that.
I love that. And I love how the field flips. It's a nice
yeah.
touch.
It makes the Twisters games look weird now though.
Well, because they had the new stadium.
Well, I thought they had the numbers.
No, do you not have
only went
their
one
new field?
direction.
I'll send you your new field.
I don't remember. I thought I watched. Maybe I'm thinking preseason, but
Preseason, yeah, I had the wrong field for them, but I actually fixed it for the second game of regular preseason.
I didn't watch the Twisters week 1, but I watched some Lions play, and I was like, oh, the numbers didn't change, so they're upside down.
Yeah, no, they're good now.
I just want to express my love for red zone passing.
Oh my
No.
god, yes.
That was amazing to see it not go out the back of the end zone.
And Thunderball, the former player of the week.
Yeah.
He had a phenomenal game against the Frost Giants.
They won, right?
Oh yeah.
Did the Wallabies miss their extra point?
Duck football missed.
Wait, who bet 10 channel points?
Someone who's determined to win off low likes. And Fairly Legero will get that sack, or tackle for a loss, sorry, my bad. Mason Jordan is going to find Sanik. That's been a good connection all night.
Vanek is
Painted.
one of my players to watch for this season. He did really well last season, as well.
Absolutely.
I can't remember if he made the Pro Bowl or not, but
He did not.
I felt like he could have just as well done so. There's so many good tight ends received. I think he's a tight end. I can't remember.
He was last season. I don't know if he is this season. Not Hanks with the tackle for a loss, and so they're going to bring out Bodymus Botterman because Alpha Chad is not signed. They're one of 2 teams without a kicker. And the kick is good.
Alpha Chad.
I think they're missing Alpha Chad.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt. Well,
Yeah.
I'm fortunate to have a great kicker user in the Lions.
Oh, yeah, no. Zuko Ito's been good. Darkness. And there's a pick. Body Miss Botterman will get it off Julian McMorris. Okay, anytime I see that animation, I just think of that, I don't know if it's a GIF, a Zoom, a Vine, whatever. As Sanik's gonna get it, is, when the kid smashes, like, the crystal thingy-madooter on the ground and just does that, like, Face and the Family looks on in horror.
Hmm?
I'll find it, I'll send it to you. Once you see it, it'll make sense. And you will never unsee it.
Alright. Having a tough time putting it together right
Yeah,
now.
I can visualize. I can't describe what I visualize. Mac Anthony,
Oh, he
huge,
just had a little more speed.
a little bit more speed. But Mason Jordan will get them the first down. And Toronto is knocking. As they have
Yeah, they can
56
slap the
seconds.
base, man.
Ooh.
Fairleigh LeGerald gets the sack. Jordan. Ooh.
Ooh.
Had his man, just couldn't get it together. Does stop the clock, though. Blitz is coming. Jordan just throws it away. And so they're going to turn to Body Miss Botterman again to put points on the board. This does make it a 7-point game if he makes it. Which, considering duck football, is 50-50, and he does.
Oh, he did.
One-score game.
It is. And I believe the Rush will be getting the ball to start the half.
So,
Oh, I forgot that
really-
Maddie went to the Wallabies.
Yes, he did.
yeah, he's former Aztec, right?
Yep.
And Mickey Mouse will get that. Huge catch by him.
Call timeout.
I don't think they're in range. They did call a timeout.
No, but they're
They did call a
hungry.
timeout.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, I thought you were
You don't
telling
believe
them
me?
to. No. Okay. Years of me watching this sim has told me that they don't call a timeout here. I'm conditioned in my defense. It's not that I don't believe you, it's that I don't believe the engine. And Slayton.
It's out of bounds again, and I think they're about in a bot's range. I don't know
They're
if
in
gonna
duck
jump.
football's range.
Kick
He's
it.
got to make it. He's been very bad this season thus far.
Wallabies calling a timeout
Mm.
at a reasonable time.
And it's good. It bounces in.
Oh, the doinkin'.
DG is
Kid
happy
donuts.
because the Wallabies have called timeouts at reasonable times. Yeah, welcome to 21. The engine actually is doing all the things we requested of it. It's amazing.
I don't know, DG. I think they're kind of cowards for not trying to take a shot to the end zone, personally.
As Jufu Jimbo gets the sack, and we start the second half.
I do have one minor beef with 21, and it's that they play dodgeball sometimes.
That is a minor beef. Definitely something I'm going to bring up to Danny. It's almost like they try and predict the route a little too much.
And they move out of the way of the ball.
Yeah, that's my biggest one.
It definitely is a gripe, although I think it's still less prevalent than ducks, if you remember those.
I remember the Ducks. This feels like the second coming of the Ducks.
It does. It feels like the second coming of the ducks, but not as pronounced. Look, I could score a touchdown here and get us the lead, or I can duck under the football and avoid it. My favorite was the ducks for a pick.
Yep.
And Sparkle again. Nowhere to go. One advantage to a bot kicker is they do sort of prevent you from returning in any way. They don't have the kick power for it. Deep bomb downfield. McDonald.
He's gonna get met. No!
He steps out of bounds, but yeah.
That was the wrong call there. And the clock kept ticking.
Yep. How many games do we have after this one? Is it just one?
2.
2.
2? Okay, we're not too bad. We'll be done at 10:30?
We're at a
9:30?
We're at a 3-hour clip, I think.
Under 3 hours now. And
No
Duck
good.
Football misses.
Been streaming for 2 hours, right?
Yeah, we have. We started at 7. It's almost 9. So we've been streaming for a little under 2.
Yeah. So
I
it'll
think
be,
this will end up being my last game, though.
That's fine. Then it'll just be the Dustin TLK show. And it's a fumble.
Oh,
And Tuco Salamanca's fumble
big
6.
man touchdown. Let's go.
We've been seeing a lot more of those.
We've been seeing a lot more of those, and a lot more fumbles in general. You know what? I'm going to say this, and I think this is true. Everyone neglected their fumble rating for seasons,
Yeah.
and now
But
it's a factor.
I also think the hit power has been
Tweaked up.
quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. I think the formula for what hits our hit powers definitely makes the fumbles more of a factor. I think fumble is about to become a very important stat for some people.
Especially quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks and running backs. We made it so fumbles are no longer laterals, and now they're dangerous.
I mean, as a defensive bias person, I like seeing it, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, I love it.
There isn't a
Ooh,
lot
yeah.
of defensive stats, really, at the end of the day. So it's nice that they added TFLs, and now that forced fumbles and fumbles seem to
Safeties
happen
are
a lot.
big, too.
What's that?
We've been seeing an uptick in safeties, too.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I don't. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. Safeties are pretty rare, to be honest, so it's not super realistic, but
We haven't seen as much of an uptick as it feels like. It just feels like because we've had 2 this week and 1 last week, it just feels like it's an uptick.
Me, too.
It's probably the competition. It seems like it happens more in games with larger
Lopsided.
gaps between
Yeah.
skill level, but like a more evenly matched game like this one, not seen nearly as often.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's just going to be something that's going to fix with time as we keep recruiting, as we keep growing, and keep getting people in and sort of balance the teams out.
Once OL gets stronger, because right now I feel like OL is a
OL is
pretty
very much a weak
weird
position. As Mickey Mouse is tackled for a loss by Botterman.
I think though that you could definitely become a decent OL. Toasty, I remember you talking about how the speed plays into it, and you're basically saying it doesn't. Whereas a lot of people kind of just focus on getting a couple things to the 99 or whatever, just to have some regression buffer. But
Duck Football went for it for a 51-yarder. You know what? I love the effort. I agree with DJ. You know what? You're down by enough. You go for it. You try and boost confidence. Although I feel like that's not going to work.
Duck Football's on the Wallabies. They're ahead by.
Yeah. You got nothing to lose.
Yeah. I mean, DG would have just thrown it to the end zone to Slayton.
Yeah. Well, nah, maybe not Slayton anymore. I throw it to McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, DG. But your regression has killed you. All right.
It's good for Slayton not to be the #1 wide receiver anymore after 10 seasons of being the
Dominant.
guy.
Yeah. It is really sad. And, like, the other thing is Slayton was just so much
Really?
fun to watch. Like, honestly, I say this. I like how he got the ball and still held. Um,
Yes.
Did you
Slayton,
get?
what were you saying?
No, keep going. I'll build off of your point. I think you're getting
I
to.
mean, Slayton was just not even him not being number one wide receiver for a team. It's going to be weird with him not being the consensus number one wide receiver in the league for the first time in a season. Like, even if he wasn't the best wide receiver in any given season, he always felt like he was the most reliable receiver in any given season, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Seemed like whenever the Wallabies needed a big play, it was Slayton was there.
Yep. He'd
Fuck it,
catch a
Slate.
ball, and then the defender would go flying 5 yards in the opposite direction.
Yep. The fuck it, Slayton downfield there somewhere.
But did any of you see the I think Dr. K, aka Lokabasi, I can't think of his last or first name.
Yeah. I
Um,
didn't see it. I
on
was in class, but I know he got like a huge touchdown.
Yeah, no, but I was just referencing Dr. K, but he made a big or he made a PBE video that was pretty cool, and I was thinking, it's like, well, you can make an equivalent super casual
I've been thinking
video
about
and
making a video.
just have Slayton
Slayton
highlights.
highlights. No, I'm thinking I've been slowly going through like the games and just clipping like good plays. So like when you get to your absurd plays, I'm just gonna clip them and then I'm gonna actually make a video using this one because I like the celebrations.
Yeah,
And I think I want to bring that in, but it is my plan for this season.
I like the Target GIF ad in the background.
Yeah,
Nice. Wait, can we make GIF ads?
I don't gift banners.
I think you can.
That would be
Ooh,
kind of cool.
Banners.
So that
I'm
opens
gonna
the door up
try.
for a lot of other leagues to. They could, like I said, you could take that Dr. K video and like segment it up into a GIF or something. You know what I mean? For
Yeah,
like other
absolutely,
leagues. I don't know. I don't know the other leagues that well, but that opens up the door to a lot of possibilities.
absolutely. I want to make a hype video. It's been in my on my list of things to do. And the name I can't pronounce, Russell
Russell
Wilson.
Wilson.
It's so tough. I don't know why.
I think you just gotta put yourself in the shoes of like a toddler,
Yeah,
and it might be easier to pronounce.
it might
Russell
be.
Wilson. I um I think that's Darkness's brother.
That's awesome.
I think I can't remember his username. It
Uh,
came up when we were scouting at S10, and there was some awkwardness.
Was he like draft him or don't draft him?
Well, some people are like, "Don't draft him," and Darkness is like, "What?" But he got it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
Oh
from other
yeah.
league stuff. It wasn't necessarily a super casual thing. It was like you know other
Uh,
league activity.
yeah. No, makes sense. DG, they
That's a
just
big
ran a play. They ran a kneel.
yeah. I don't know. That's not a real play.
It's is did the down number change?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
quarterback's rushing yards didn't change.
run a better play. Yeah, why you're killing your rushing yards?
Yes, because if there's one thing we look at with quarterbacks, you know what we haven't seen this season at all?
QB run
QB run.
is they're getting sacked immediately.
All right, our offensive player of the game is McMorris. Our defensive player of the game is Salamanca.
It seems like offensive player of the game is going to quarterback quite a bit.
Yeah, which is why last week I didn't pick a quarterback, but this week I might. Frost Giants are doing so against the Twisters. I'm gonna run
Oh
there.
boy. Yep, this is the time I leave.
Goodbye, Toasty.
I'll see you next time.
Yep.
You toasty.
I gotta run to the restroom once this game starts. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
You don't want to miss this game at all? Are you sure?
Mm,
I'm
my
sorry. I should be
body
nicer.
disagrees with that, but yeah.
I should be nicer, but we were at the last 2 games of the night, and they're the last 2 games of the night for a reason.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
I'll hold down the fort.
I believe in you.
All right, chat. Now that I've banned TLK, ooh, that's ooh. Ooh. Oh, I haven't seen the stadium. That's nice. Dang. Like on a volcanic rock. Dang. Dang. That's a nice stadium, though. But it'll be the Twisters starting this one off. The defending back-to-back super casual champions. We have the weird camera angle. Well, a normal camera angle, but it's fine. Thaddeus Branson. The GOAT. Captain. See if he can run it back against the Twisters. Or with the Twisters against the Frost Giants. I really think that the Twisters have a good chance of three-peating. They're still a very, very strong team. They got a couple big acquisitions in the offseason, one of them being Tom Holland. So I'm thinking I'm going to watch for him this game. I didn't see him in the first week. I didn't watch games the first week, unfortunately. But yeah, this is going to be fun. I don't know if they got paid or not. I'm not in their locker rooms. All right. Frost Giants get the ball back, and Jerry Rigg. I thought it was Riggs. And Rigg is slaughtered again. Abe Boucher. Twisters defense is scary, man. Absolutely scary. It's gonna be tough for them to. It's gonna be tough for the Frost Giants to score against this Twisters defense. As Lai Ta, he's got a big return. That's one of the bigger returns we've seen of the night. Good starting field position for the Twister. Ooh, that's a dangerous throw by Mr. Branson. Not sure what he saw there. Might have Sam Darnold it. IDOK.
What did I miss? Larson
They
touchdown.
they just scored that just now. Yeah, I don't know. The Frost Giants actually had a stopper early on the Twisters' opening drive. But,
Oh wow.
Yeah, but then they got sacked 3 times and punted the ball, and here we are.
Makes sense.
I thought Jerry Rigg was actually Jerry Riggs. Is it just Rigg?
It's just Rigg.
Okay. Weird.
Rigg avoids the sack and says, "To hell with that ball."
Yeah. Then we have intentional grounding off.
No, that would have been called before he even threw it.
What, intentional grounding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Fairway gets the TFL. I should probably let these teams know they're playing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to, but I don't have perms.
I do. As the Twisters get a safety.
I was thinking that, oh wait, I won. I won 1 channel point.
I'm so proud of you.
I bet 500 and I got 501 channel points from the last bet. Man, I am a tycoon. But no, I was saying that I think the Twisters have probably a really good chance of three-peating. Especially like I think they kept the same team for the most part. A lot of regression though, but they did add a weapon in Tom Holland. We just saw there.
Absolutely.
I didn't see Holland in week 1. I didn't know if he made any waves or not.
He did not.
Okay. I'm a big Tom Holland stan. I'm just gonna say it right now.
I believe we all are.
Larson's been running the ball pretty nicely today.
Yep.
That's a pretty good average. A little 13.5 yards per carry. Wiki math serves me right.
The running backs have been generally doing well against the Frost Giants. What we saw last week with Thunderball.
Yeah. Yep.
He tore him up for nearly 200 yards on the ground alone.
Doing his best Espelone impression.
And it's
That's a fumble.
Fumble. Scooter Wooten recovers.
Wow, big break for the Twisters. That could have been a huge momentum shift for the Frost Giants. Maybe. Hey, speaking of Espelone.
Hello, how's it going?
GDD.
Oh, I got home. Just got.
Nice. And Larson will get the first.
Did you catch the Aliens game at all?
Dave? And hey, look, there's Tom Holland.
Yeah, my boy.
So-
Face and to boot.
Working on getting everything going. A tiny bit in the second half.
Yeah.
Turned 21-10. I continued my practice.
That's fair.
Oh, you're good. You're good. It was interesting that they were down by 10, and then I think they scored 28 unanswered points.
Yeah, they really did. I don't think the Vipers did anything after that opening 10.
So it was really impressive. They kind of looked shaky to start, and then they just got a couple defensive stops, a safety. Like we said,
Second safety. Speaking of safeties, Fedojevic is going to get exposed.
They scored 28 in the weirdest way because there's two
Two
field
safeties.
goals and a safety.
Two safeties. David Vett
two
got
safeties.
2 safeties.
Ridiculous. Absolutely. So I saw his second safety.
Yeah, that was his second one. He had 13 sacks on the game.
Insane.
And speaking of safeties, Fedojevic will get that, but not enough.
I wish there was block punts, though. Come on.
They are a thing. They just don't happen because our OLs are too good.
Something like that. Our OLs are too good. Why are we having 13 sack games, eh?
That was the Vipers. That's not this.
It's also Hummus God. And not to say anything bad about him, he's just old.
He's old.
Regressed into oblivion.
Yeah.
He has 2.
Yep. He's going.
Right.
Yeah, he'll be auto-retired probably at the start of next season.
Dang, Branson missed the wide open guy in the under there. Would have had a touchdown easily, I think. Cross route there.
Yeah, but the Frost Giants bring out the worst in Branson as Larson will get that touchdown.
Yeah, you could fool me.
I'm just remembering.
He's having a really good game. I mean, that's almost like if he gets more yards and they run the ball more in the second half from the lead, that's a pretty good game. 2 touchdowns and almost 100 all-purpose yards before the end of the half.
Yeah,
he could be making a case for Player of the Week.
Absolutely. Although it would feel really weird just giving it to the running back who played the Frost Giants back to back.
Yeah.
What?
So week 1's Player of the Week was for offense was not Michael Larson. John Thunderball, who played the Frost Giants.
Yes.
So we're saying the case for offensive Player of the Week might be might be
Oh.
Larson. But it's like,
Oh.
then it's just whoever played the Frost Giants.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
I
is
thought you were
kind of
saying the same guy, and I was like, how
kind of
is that
picking on them.
Hello, Daniel. How's it going? You've had a touchdown, by the way.
Yeah, you missed your touchdown, boy.
And Lytall makes 1-2. Frost Giants miss and gets a good return.
He's had a couple good returns.
Yeah.
Have we seen a fumble on a punt return? You know, we talked about how much
No, we
more of
haven't
an
yet.
impact. Well, I just wondered, like, you know, if it's worth, if you're kind of that in that punt return position, if it's worth investing in
Hit power.
in fumbling and agility or something like that, kind of almost like a makeshift running back.
maybe agility? I don't know about fumble. I've
Well,
ever seen it.
On a
never
punt
seen
return?
it. Yeah.
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 Well, we were talking about it earlier. It's like how many more fumbles have we've seen in the Axis 21 sims.
I actually had a DB who invested in fumble quite a bit.
Malcolm Smout.
No.
Well, I still don't like the fumble, like calling it fumble. I mean, that might be what the game calls it, but I think it's confusing.
What should it call it? Oh, like the attribute,
Like,
you mean?
yeah,
Like,
like
I thought you
yeah.
were talking about like an actual fumble. I'm like,
No,
what?
no, 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 no. The attribute fumble is misleading.
I can agree, but I will say that once I saw hit power, my mind kind of went, "Oh, like that's what's
Yeah,
gonna pop."
yeah. No, I don't. You're right. It's just
Speaking of fumbles,
as
there's a Jimmy Johnson
nice big
fumble
man
6.
touchdown.
Jonathan Johnson.
Yes.
But no, I guess some people don't scroll far enough to the right though. Like depending on their monitor size, like the update sheet, you know, you only see
Yeah.
like a little window of it. So I've had that confusion in the past, especially with people who
I'd call it ball
maybe aren't
protection
very.
if it were up to me.
Well, I'd just call it carrying, I guess. Like that's a
Nah, because to me, I think it's for a
that's
quarterback.
like
You
the
wouldn't invest in
standard.
carrying.
That's pretty standard, like
Yeah,
add-in stat though.
that's true. As Rig is
And there's
sacked,
another
there's an
6.
offsides. It's going to be
Oh
accepted.
man, I would hope so.
Boucher's. Nah, guys, we're just going to give him 35. We just feel it's a better number.
Or I guess you could call it ball security or something like that.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
might
would
make
call
more
it.
sense. But yeah, no, it's just kind of like a weird, like for people that maybe English isn't their first language or something
Yeah,
else. Like fumble could mean I'm gonna force more fumbles. Well,
absolutely.
like, no, not in Axis. What was the score of the? I can look it up here if you have the schedule updated.
No schedule
What was the
updated.
score of the? Oh, what was the score of the Rush?
Uh,
Rush Giants game last week, Monday, I guess.
oh, I have that one updated. Last week I have.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Oh, I thought you meant tonight's. I'm like, I don't have tonight's in
No,
yet.
no.
I usually used to be good, as Jerry Rig is sacked and barely avoids the safety. I want to point this thing out because this is actually really interesting. Fedoyevich is getting a ton of sacks. He's a defensive back. They're bringing in a ton of cornerback blitzes.
Interesting. In Axis 20, I felt like cornerback back blitzes were a death sentence. Like it felt like that was always going to be an instant touchdown for the other team.
And there's safety number 2, Jad McPherson. Yeah, no, it's been... But Fedoyevich is a DB, so maybe he's playing linebacker. But I think he's nickel. I think they're using a lot of nickel blitzes.
Sure. Another thing I've noticed, I don't think it's gone away completely, but it seems like the amount of 6-2 called is minimized quite a bit.
Yes.
It still exists.
It's going to
I see it,
exist.
but unfortunately, But like honestly, like it's not a bad thing that exists. It's just like to me, it should only be like a goal line formation. I'm not really
Or like
sure.
a 4th and close or a 3rd and close.
I guess I wouldn't call it then personally,
I
but
wouldn't personally, but I can understand
I'd,
the logic behind it.
I'd call it like a 4-4 or a 5-2 for before a 6-2. But yeah, I mean that's how I see it.
And it's a volleyball catch. No one gets it. I'm really hoping one of those gets caught one of these days. I'd love to
I want
see.
to see like the quarterback.
Yeah,
catch
exactly.
It,
I want to see Branson catch his own pass. This Burrow's going to get a huge gain there. His first reception of the night. And Willie Weasel touchdown.
it seems like we're not seeing QB runs very much, if at all, and maybe that's because if the line is holding, like I don't know if the play breaks down a little bit more, or like more wide receivers get open, but it seems like the QBs, like as the play goes on, their success rate increases.
Yep.
I mean, kind of like in real life, I guess. Like as plays get broken down, it gets harder for defenders to stick with their guys all the time. But it just seems like the longer the quarterback has the pass, like the more likely it's a completion.
And there's safety number 3.
Wow, Shay.
This is the most safeties we've seen from a single team in a game. By the way, I spoke with Tater before the game, and he did say he had a goal. For every game from this week on, he wants to get 1 safety.
Well, he's got a couple in the bank.
But I think he wants to get 1 a game. So, we're going to see what mad scientist Tater can cook up for the... I'm excited to see how well the Twisters do. And come on, Branson, catch that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I think it's a strategy they're trying, right, with the kick power being lower on Hughes, so um, they can basically force these like, starting possessions at, inside the 15-yard line, I guess.
Yup.
I think once you face a better offensive line, though,
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how...
that's going to be tougher, but...
I don't know, because, I mean, look at sort of who's been doing the blitzing here. You see a lot of Fedoy... You saw Boucher, but you also see Fedoyevich. You also see Johnson. Those guys aren't playing at DL.
Yeah.
I think it's a different blitz... Hmm?
Are they corners?
Corner and a linebacker.
Oh,
And so this is kind of different. It's like, we saw David Vent just tear up the Vipers OL.
He's in the
But he's a DL.
tackle.
As Leif Keeblerson will get that pick.
He's shouting out to the boys in Maine.
Heck yeah. And Rig is sacked.
Dude, that was a DL.
That was a DL. That was Quirman.
with a beautiful face, Jen.
Absolutely.
That face gen looks like he's had enough of this game. Oh, I was also when you were going TLK. I like the stadium background for the Frost Giants. It's like they're on a volcanic rock or something.
Well, thank you.
Is that you're doing there?
No, that is Arizona's stadium, and I think it's the default. Oh wait, like you mean like the red? That's
Yeah.
actually Ben's doing. Ben designed this field, and it looks great.
Yeah. It's pretty neat. I guess I don't know what they were going for, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
to
they were
me.
going
It's
for
kinda
volcanic rock, or rather lava.
Oh,
They play at the same time of the day every single
Frost
time.
Giants. The Frost Giants are acting like the end zone's lava. So
Oof.
sorry. Just it's the meme, like
Yeah.
the floor is lava. Or
Yep.
something like that.
Tater's just checking in. Tater, you've
Nothing to
gotten
see here,
3
Terry.
safeties in this game with this strategy.
Good game from Larson still.
Phenomenal game from Larson.
Efficient game from Branson too.
Yeah.
And
3.
even the Bottermans are stunting on the Giants.
Yep. As that one's a hit, but Branson can't get it off in time.
Yeah, the Twisters are going to score more points in safeties than like 4 teams. Still
Yeah.
roll today.
They scored as many points as the Wallabies did in their first scoring drive. Get it? Because duck football missed.
Yeah. Yeah. Who is Duck Football? What's his user?
Joester.
Okay. I'd have to harass him. Just kidding.
And we hit the 2-minute warning. Alright, guys, it's 2-minute warning. Let's get some 4s in now.
Maybe some 44s in chat.
Larson is tackled after gaining a few. And Reykjavik burns a timeout.
Hater.
And Larson
Another
touchdown.
I do like how they broke out the receiving and rushing touchdowns too.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Especially since like there's been such an emphasis on running or like catching out of the backfield now, so it's easier to differentiate. I don't know if you're running it into the end zone or just catching it.
Yep. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, that's why I can't do stat box. I don't know how Toasty has it aligned for the new system.
Right.
And also, he wants to use the database. Rightfully
Yeah.
so.
I know I had to change a lot of stuff for USFA or UFSA or whatever it is for changing in stats.
And it's
Like
a
default.
late flag. It's going to be accepted. That is a hold?
Yeah.
I really don't want to know what that
Always.
play was going to be without a hold.
Oh my god, almost safety number 4, and it still has 2 more downs to get it.
Oy.
3 actually, because they'll be going for it.
Oh no.
Oh no!
We might see the record for most safeties in a single game here, folks. Caleb
Yeah,
Boateng has been
Make me
targeted
watch.
twice.
Oh, they didn't send any pressure though.
This did not.
The max cover, the max prevent defense.
But they will
That's
go
the
for it on
secret.
4th. They're not doing prevent this time.
And
There it is. We
nope.
have a record.
4-man rush gets to him. Bobby Boucher too much. I think that's Boucher's second safety.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, no, the Twisters 8 points on safeties.
That's
crazy.
absurd.
Are they just gonna kneel it?
No, they're going to go for a touchdown here. Because there is no God. Now they're out of timeouts. They will now kneel it.
Okay.
Or they'll go for the first.
Well, they
and
might
then
need to
kneel
run.
it.
They might try to get one more first.
Now they're going to kneel it. And that'll do it.
Larson just busts a big one and just
Takes it to the house.
another
Well,
250-yard rushing game against the Frost Giants.
then I'd have to find them like I did the Victorious Lions. Or
Filthiest Cobra Kai.
yeah. We're
I
going
gave,
for 2.
I gave Martinelli the Cobra Kai award.
Yeah, that was an evil go for 2. TLK says there is no God.
Mathematically, it made sense. Come on. But yeah, for reference, like, did the Nightmares only score 3 points today?
Yeah, the Nightmares scored more points in this. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the Twisters defense have scored more points than the Frost Giants and the Nightmares, and there's probably some other team I'm forgetting too.
Mind you, they scored 15 points on defense because they had that fumble 6,
Yeah, they also had the fumble 6.
which Bobby Boucher caused. Michael Larson is your offensive player of the game. Bobby Boucher, your defensive. And yeah, that's a thorough beating indeed. Coffee cake is the most delicious food in the world. It is science. All right. Are we in Madagascar or are we in Vancouver?
I think. I guess. Hold on, let me check.
We end the night in Madagascar.
In Madagascar, so we're in Madtown.
All right. They have an
Is,
OL now, so we'll see
Yeah, I
what
was gonna say,
happens.
are they in now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We may see a little bit of better performance from Zach Mouse.
Well, I mean, he's good. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, it's going to be tough against this Vancouver defense.
All right, I gotta ping the squad.
Yep. Dave, who you got?
Vancouver.
All right.
You gonna ask me who I got?
Yeah, I think you're going hard for the Hammerheads.
You know, they can still win this.
Hammerheads can still win this. I'm not.
I
picking them.
I will say, I will concede that I think that. Well, I know that for a fact that Madagascar GM is a lot better hockey ref than I am.
This is true. We all watched that.
Oh man,
I want him to just get a Bridgeport game. That's all I want.
I mean, it's the most appropriate stadium.
Well, that and also I can go out and see him live.
I was gonna say we should find where the closest game is.
It's Bridgeport.
Which is somewhere.
It's in Connecticut.
Oh shit! No, really?
Yeah.
Oh well, then yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
When?
We don't. He doesn't have a game in Bridgeport yet. We don't. Once he does. So far, he's only been in Cleveland.
He doesn't really know the schedule.
No. They give it to him, I think, month by month. Okay, so I have to ask Mr. Lovehammer a question. When he's saying it's hammer time, is he referring to his player or the Hammerheads? Because both of those are acceptable. And Picard with a huge game.
Hammerhead's driving early.
Once Zach Mouse had an OL, it shows. Because he finds Botterman for a game. And Picard is tackled for a loss by Mr. Green. It's not AJ Green, is it? No, AJ Green plays for the Cardinals.
Andrew Green.
Andrew Green. And Picard, the shifty man he is, will get the first down.
I haven't seen a single 3-4 formation called. That's weird.
Don't know. Come on, Mouse, catch that.
Right? That should be the base defense. But it's been all 4-3.
And Mouse this time is going to be sacked by Lovehammer.
There we go, big time.
Look at that face, Jen.
Maybe the art. Well, I don't know. It's a pretty fierce competition on the lines for the best face gem, to be honest. And
It's
he's gonna
tough.
Get another sack.
11 more to go, he's saying.
11 more to go.
I don't think you're beating Vent's record.
Not with that attitude.
You know, it's tough. And the 60-yarder is good. Madagascar is able to draw first blood.
It's a big kick.
Except we're in that game in general. Well, sorry for the aliens. Like, was David Vent all of the sacks?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, Clark Kent had 2. There were 15 total sacks. David Vent was responsible for 13 of them. 3 sacks from last year's total. And speaking of sacks, there's Body Miss Botterman. The linebacker will get him. And Blaze Boss with a short gain. So now it's 3rd and 10. Oxlong back to pass. He's got Boss.
Boss is the man. I'm not sure why there's any play action though. That looked like a direct snap.
Wildcat. It's in. Has anyone actually named their player Body Miss Botterman? No, they actually are not allowed to name their player Body Miss Botterman.
Could we name one Body McBotterson though?
No, it's retired. And Lamar with a huge catch.
Dagger.
You haven't even scored.
No, that's his award that he got.
I thought you were calling it a dagger. I'm like, hold on a second.
Franklin Lamar is the dagger. That's his award. He's like the deep threat. He had like the highest yard per target average. It was like 40 or something insane.
Nice.
Like he only got like 25 catches, but had like 800 yards.
That's amazing. And Martinelli is going to be stopped. 2nd and goal.
Direct snap business is so weird.
Offsides here. It's going to be accepted.
Yeah, I don't know why play action's getting called though. I had play action set to 0.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Oh, kind of weird.
Direct snap to Martinelli for the touchdown. And Vancouver leads 7-3, assuming Ito makes this. Ito makes this. To the surprise of no one.
Yeah, right.
The O-line earlier was set to Ole. I don't get it.
Means letting them right by. Ole,
Ah!
come on. Yeah, I have this connection with my players, TLK.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
Ooh!
Come on.
Okay, that was nearly a really cool play.
Where's the tip ball drill, boys? We got to practice that. Damn it.
So the
We're doing
player
two-a-days
nearly
all weekend.
The player nearly caught his own tip ball, which would have been really cool, as Picard will get it as Zach Mouse throws on the run.
Yeah, something's wrong with the
Sliders.
No, so it's all 4-3 defense. Like there's a 6-3, and thank God the 2-minute weren't hit, but like never mind. But like it's all 4-3 defense, and everyone gets hung up on themselves. Like there's no, it's not even blocking. It's like the players are running into each other on a blitz in the 4-3. See, like watch the pressure come from the linebackers. Well, it's a run play, so it's not as good of an example, but it's really it's not really what I expect, because I'm pretty sure the Knights game I watched on replay, it was all 3-4. I don't know if there's still some playbook bleed or
it might be, but I haven't changed a thing for you guys.
Right, but I'm saying if it's
playbook bleed, then it's different. Yeah.
Hammerheads. I don't know what they run though. But I thought most teams were on the 3-4.
They're on the 3-4, yeah. I think.
That's what they're coming in right now. Lamar. That wasn't a dagger, Lamar. Come on, man. You wouldn't even want to win.
And that's just overthrown by Oxlong. So it's going to be 3rd and 2.
I think that was Blaze Boss he missed.
And that's going to be a stop by the Hammerheads.
Madagascar playing tough.
Their defense has definitely stepped up since last season. And now that they have an OL, their offense is starting to show. Almost makes you wonder if they had had an OL last game, how they would have fared.
I mean, I wouldn't say scoring 3 points is having their offense show, but
Against this defense?
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it is. 100. Like they look way better than the Vipers game.
Yeah, it's like night and day. That's a fumble.
Oh, fumble.
Pinky A. Hall recovers, and we eat our words immediately.
He just
I don't
let
know.
them do it. Yeah.
But even so, they just look like they're actually functioning on offense now. Oxlong back to pass. Throws it and incomplete. Oxlong finds Lamar. What's that? They've been getting like every third word.
I just nothing. I said Lamar.
Ah,
He's got Lamar in his fantasy. That's why he's stoked.
We need to bring it back.
I want to bring that back. Once we get the StatBot thing working on the database, it's going to be next on my list.
We have a pretty healthy player base, so
I'll
it'd
steal.
be
I don't want you running it though, Dave. You run too much.
Just kidding. What? The update team. That's what I run. That's about it.
Yeah, and you're also on the sim team.
Even that is Mongoose.
That's true. All right. You've convinced me. As there's another fumble, and this one's Valor.
nice.
I was even thinking about the TPE, so we can do it for free. It's okay.
Let's see how much involvement we get from the first time
Dodgeball.
once we start it up again, and then we'll go from there.
The line's acting like the ball is locked.
It's just it needs to be refined in general.
Yes.
Maybe just like the drafting process and whatnot.
Yeah, I think if we do, we need to have a longer off season. At least, or an earlier draft. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say you could just start drafting like right away.
I mean, we'll have this class more or less figured out with the new change. Oh, I gotta post the rule changes.
That 10 more you need, Lovehammer? 10 more sacks, low key? I think with that, I think he's like 1 or 2 behind his season total last season. So
Yeah, no, he's definitely having a great season so far. I just don't know if he's gonna break Vent's 13.
we're still doing the count. We're still doing the countdown. Damn it.
Speaking of sacks, there's Jack Gunner.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of confused with the playbooks here. I'm not sure what the deal is.
I don't know, man. I'll send you what I have for both teams.
I mean, I can just look on the
Player list.
EB and sliders.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like. I mean, because of the way I see it, I've intentionally set no play action, and maybe 0 doesn't mean 0.
It
but,
should. But I'll, yeah.
Yeah, and like honestly, I think that the hammerheads are hanging in there because the 4-3 blitzes aren't getting to the quarterback quickly enough, and so they're left in a lot of like one-on-one situations receiver wise. So I mean, it's a high risk, high reward play. So, but like it seems to work better out of the 3-4.
Yeah. And I gotta fix Real Games' number because he's rocking 4 right now, and that's not okay. I think no, but he told me a new number. I just forgot to change it. The error's on me.
Foxlong should have ran it there. He had a lane. Howard.
Yeah, we haven't seen a quarterback run yet, and a Jack Gunner sack.
That's why I set play action with throw.
And another sack. Jack Gunner.
Not a field goal range.
Credit to Madagascar, they're showing up.
There's not a lot of coffins.
No. Start the countdown for Gunner. Mouse under pressure. Finds Picard.
Wow.
God, he can just do those throws, and it's just beautiful.
I'm amazed Picard is still doing so well.
Right? Like, I get, like, the argument that he doesn't have great stats, but there's also a really good argument that outside of, like, 3 seasons on the Hammerheads, he never played for a great team and still put up really good stats and should, despite it all, make the Hall of Fame.
Right, and I think that's the biggest part of it, is he's just been so huge, or maybe not even huge, but just a mainstay for whatever team he was on.
Absolutely. And Mouse is sacked again. Love hammer.
All right. Where are we at? 9?
9 in a fourth quarter.
Oh, they're going to go for it now, too, aren't they?
No, they're going to punt.
Oh,
It's the right play here.
yes, it is. 4th and 35 is
Yeah, it's a little too much to ask for.
fairly challenging.
Mouse is good, but against this Lions defense,
Yeah, I don't know. Aside from the sacks, a little bit disappointed in some of the defense.
I agree for Hall of Fame as a returner. Hi, Dom. How's it going? Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. And Boss. Oh, Dave, this weekend we should figure out why the engine is not liking you.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Who wouldn't like Dave?
I don't know, the Axis 21 engine, apparently.
Jerks.
It liked me in preseason.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden it's hating you, and I don't know why.
I mean, it liked me until we played that rush game, or tried to play that rush game.
Yes.
Well, that makes more sense now.
Head office bias is seeping through.
Yep.
He's onto
It
us.
all comes full circle.
Hello, Max. How's it going? As there's a flag here, it's a hold. It's going to be accepted.
Oh my God,
Pinky
that's
holes.
dumb.
That specific startup must have picked the rush to lose. So
Yeah. Must be that. Mouse, under pressure, throws a pick. Vidal Valor gets it. I do like DL picks. Those are fun.
He's actually at linebacker.
Oh.
I kind of put him at the 4-3 outside linebacker, kind of like a rush end kind of
Yeah.
spot. Because he's got good speed and break tackle, or break block break.
And Grayson touchdown.
But yeah, I might switch him up to just the true DT. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of still playing around with the positions.
I mean, that's kind of the fun thing to 21 is now you can actually play with a bunch of things and really have just a ton of fun with it.
I like to shuffle around my defense. I'll probably do it again next week. So.
Be your own team.
Might have the game of the week next week here, Dave. Lions and Aliens.
Ooh, that's going to be a great game.
It's going to be a good game. Is that Monday or Wednesday?
Monday.
Dave, you always get the good games.
Yeah, it's in Roswell, so that'll be fun.
You simmed for me last week, and that's been the only week.
And there's
And
another
there's
pick.
another
Vidal
Valor.
Valor. Pick
He's got it.
6? No.
Oh, dang it.
Ooh, now I've got a real choice as to who to
Yeah,
pick for defensive player. Valor or Vent?
2 picks
if
for
he
a
would have
DL.
gotten the pick, if he would have gotten the pick 6, I think
Yeah, if it was a
better
pick 6,
case.
I would have gone for Valor. I think I still got to go for Vent. Although I could do, I could split it American and International, but I didn't do that last week. Next season I'll split. We're still growing this program. And Picard is met by Malcolm Justice. Credit to Mouse. In spite of these picks, he's trying to make something happen. And one of them was just him being hit while trying to throw it.
Yeah.
It's one of those, I don't really care about those late picks, as he is sacked by Pinky A. Hall, because that's just trying to make something happen as a turnover on downs. Last play before 2-minute warning.
Get it?
We're going to get a Cobra Kai. Book it.
I mean, they got the right guy to do it.
They do. Martinelli has been absolutely stuffed this game. He's averaging 3 yards a carry. And a touchdown.
He's got 3 rushing touchdowns. He's just the goal line specialist.
Yeah. So I'm good at linebacker.
Something to bring up your rushing average when it's first
Yeah.
and goal at the 3.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Valerie, you've had 2 picks today. One that was nearly a pick 6.
Yeah, I might move him back to DL. I'm like I said, I'm not really sure. I kind of just because he's got good speed and he upgraded his coverage at the end of last season. So I was like, yeah, I'll try him at linebacker. Kind of fun.
All that pasta, he's in fridge mode. And a fumble recovery, that's true. Lovehammer with the sack.
That number, what's countdown at? We at 8? At 5, low-key? 5 last game, 5 this game? Ooh, that was
Pinky A. Hall gets the hit, and he is thrown off balance.
Hull's having a really nice game, too, the second year up there. I called him up mid-season last year, and really liking how he's playing so far. Dang, Picard doing his best Slayton impression.
And it works. Too little, too late, but good on Madagascar for putting points on the board. Martinelli.
That's going to help the average.
And yeah, that'll help the average. Madagascar is going to burn their second time out. 23-yard carry. Martinelli again. And now they're just going to kneel it. Martinelli finishes with an average of 5.9 yards per carry.
He took that personally.
Yeah, he did.
Like, okay, bash him like, oh, only 3 yards of carry, and then he scores a touchdown, and then brings his average up to 5.9.
I earned that one.
Yeah. Well, you always bash him for the Cobra Kai. He just did what the coach told him to do.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just gonna bash the
You're
coach
gonna
next time.
pin that on me.
I'll pin it on you. That's fair. And that'll do it. Vancouver wins 38-10.
Come on, we still got 3 timeouts. What are we doing?
Please no.
I don't think so. I think we're done here in Madagascar.
You are. Lovehammer is your defensive player of the game. Martinelli, your offensive player of the game.
Great face gens for the game MVPs. Love it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank
And
you
we
all.
saw and we saw Masturbator's face gen there too
Yep.
earlier.
We didn't see Valor's, but hopefully next time.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I'm kind of missing that one, to be honest.
It'll be
I
there.
thought if he would, I thought it would have been highlighted after an interception or something.
No, they don't show the face when they do a pick. So, but it's okay. So tomorrow we have our Dev League. I believe you are simming.
I believe so.
All right. Well, we will see you
Be looking
there.
forward to it. And I don't know. I'll ping Toasty again, or that was the biggest thing is like his Narwhal's depth chart wasn't set, right?
Yeah. So ping Ben as well. And then Friday we have the awards, so it'll be fun. Cool.
All right, looking forward to it.
Well, have a great night, everyone, and thank you guys for joining the booth.
Well,
No, Valor, we like your face gen. We just haven't seen it. It hasn't come up in the game. That's what we're saying.